A what?
Medium
A Diet Coke.
What size? What size?
Are you gonna work or no? Stop it.
Whoa!
Medium popcorn, nachos and cheese. Work.
Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. We post content every day, so if you'd like to show your support, make sure to smash the thumbs up button if you're a fan of Impractical Jokers, join the notification squad by subscribing and hitting that bell notification on, but also, don't forget to comment down below saying I subscribed to enter our monthly shoutouts, and we'll make sure to reply and thank as many of you as we possibly can. Hope you enjoy the video. Although Impractical Jokers isn't like other hidden camera prank shows, and the guys are usually the ones ending up as the laughingstock, there have been situations when people reacted with anger to their pranks. From people taking away their props to physically attacking them, here are 8 times Impractical Jokers messed with the wrong people. First up is a deleted scene from the show, where Q went fishing for people at the park. Given the option of either throwing a water balloon at people or catching them with a fishing net, Q decides to catch himself some strangers. Unfortunately, he immediately regretted his choice once he was standing near the park's fountain trying to find his first victim. His first attempt at catching a man on roller skates was unsuccessful, although Q managed to get the net around the man's head. The other jokers agreed that that wasn't enough though, saying he would have to bring the loop of the net down to a person's chest for the attempt to count. The next person he attacked with the net quickly grabbed the net and avoided being caught, but Q managed to keep things relaxed by simply telling the man that he was a catch. He eventually managed to get the net down to a man's shoulders, but this guy's reaction was a lot less friendly. The man who almost became Q's catch of the day angrily freed himself, and after a short struggle for the fishing net, he managed to get a hold of it and threw it into the fountain. Some pranks on the show require some extra help, but the actors that are hired to appear alongside the tenderloins don't usually take the center stage. However, that's exactly what happened when the guys did a challenge called Did I Deserve That?, during which the guys posed as cashiers in a convenience store before an angry person would walk in and throw a cup of water in their faces for whatever reason the 3 other guys behind the scenes would come up with. While everything went smoothly for Murr, Sal, and Joe, the actor who was supposed to throw a drink into Q's face accidentally picked the wrong person and gave a random customer a bath instead. As the guys started laughing in disbelief behind the scenes, the false victim luckily took it with humor. Next up is a challenge where the guys had to get strangers to settle their crazy debates and had to get someone to agree with their stance in order to win. Sal and Q had to fight over who is the world's worst son, which was especially funny since they both pride themselves in being such good sons in real life. They asked a woman to help them settle the debate, each telling her what awful things they had done to their mom that made them the worst son ever.
37 voicemails on my phone from my mother. I don't answer any of them, okay? Because I just don't want to be bothered.
Sal eventually took things a little too far when he decided to really call his mom and tell her that he hates her, even calling her the B word before hanging up.
Hey, Ma, what are you doing?
I'm at work.
I hate you,
Q obviously looked pretty shocked, and then Sal started laughing, realizing that he went too far. He quickly said that Q could win the challenge, as he called his mom again in order to apologize for what he just said. He might have lost the challenge, but at least he proved that he is a good son in real life. There have been a lot of situations where the guys had to fear for their safety as strangers got angry, and one example comes from the premiere episode of season 2, where the guys worked behind the food counter in a movie theater and had to do and say whatever they were told by the other 3.
Q, help these customers doing your best Christopher Walken impression.
Okay, what can I help you with?
The 2 initially told him that they were late for a movie, but he kept repeating what they said and seemed to have trouble remembering their order. For a moment, it almost looked like Q had taken things too far.
What size? What size?
Are you gonna work or no? Stop it.
Whoa!
Medium popcorn, nachos and cheese. Work.
And would be attacked by the guy, but luckily they eventually smiled about the whole thing.
Nachos and cheese, medium popcorn.
That is a lot of saturated fat. What else?
Yeah, I know.
Keep it moving now.
Next up is a challenge turned punishment from the season 5 episode Water Torture, where the Jokers went to the park to play real-life heroes, and Sal almost lost it because he thought the actor they had hired was messing the entire challenge up, when Sal was actually the one being pranked. For the challenge, a child actor had to shoot a stranger with a water gun, and a joker had to jump in front of them to save that person from becoming wet. However, after becoming a hero, the joker would have to say a terrible thing to the person they saved, and should he fail to deliver the line that the other three told him to say, and which would turn him from a hero into a zero, the challenge would be lost. Sal was up first, but the child actor was off to a pretty bad start, as he tripped and fell, dropping the gun. While the Joker was still calm at this point, he would soon lose his cool as the boy then came and shot a woman who was just getting up to leave, making it impossible for Sal to save her. Because Sal already looked so upset at this point, the other three decided to make this his second ever surprise punishment, turning the challenge into a punishment for Sal without letting him know. They decided to make the kid screw up the whole time, telling him to shoot a wrong person for instance. Sal was getting pretty angry pretty quickly, and when the boy eventually shot him instead of a stranger, he got up and walked over to the others to complain. On his way back, they already sent the kid before Sal was back at his spot and ready, which made him turn around once again. Telling him it wasn't the boy's fault, they sent him back and told the kid to do the exact opposite of what Sal asked him to do. At this point, Sal was so angry that he got up, saying he won't do this BS, and even telling the cameraman to stop filming. When he approached his fellow Jokers, however, they started shooting him with water guns and finally revealed that they had turned the challenge into his punishment spontaneously. A show like Impractical Jokers thrives on people's reactions to the pranks, but there have also been a few situations where it was really uncomfortable to watch people absolutely lose their cool on the show. During the Ask the Jokers after show in October 2017, Joe said that the angriest person they have ever encountered while filming was a mother at the City Field during an episode called Take Me Out of the Ball Game. As part of the punishment, Joe had to steal baseballs autographed by Mets pitcher Noah Syndergaard from little kids.
The kid is dumbfounded. He's like, that was literally gonna be the best day of my life.
The sight of him walking around and casually stealing the balls from the weakest victims was definitely one of those moments in the show where you can hardly believe your eyes, but the situation completely derailed when one mother pretty much exploded in his face.
You cannot do that! Give me the ball! That's wrong!
This one?
Stop! That is wrong!
According to Joe and his executive producer Pete McParland, no one has ever been that mad at any of the Jokers while filming the show as that mother was.
You apologize.
I'm 1000% sorry.
So sorry I didn't get that ball and walk away.
Joe revealed that the mother was so furious that the whole production jumped off the rails and the crew was so perplexed that they simply didn't know what to do. While the guys can always back out of their challenges, they can't say no during their punishments, and that has led to some hilarious yet slightly risky situations over the years. After losing an episode in season 7, Q's punishment took place at the Yankee Stadium, where the legendary Tino Martinez was doing an autograph signing, and Q's task was to ruin some of the fans' autographs. Whenever a fan would pass him, Q asked to see the picture and then destroyed it by creasing, folding, ripping or signing it, and the fans were obviously not amused.
Folding it in half on me.
Oh my God! Oh yeah. Oh my bad. Here you go, bud. Here you go, bud.
But what Q didn't know was that the fans would have their photos replaced later and receive tickets to the game as well. The Joker felt pretty bad about destroying all these autographs, and he even had to delete a photo off a phone, but he probably felt worse when things almost got out of hand when he ruined the pictures of two girls. After folding the autographed photo of Tino Martinez, one girl jokingly kicked him, and then they basically attacked together while Q fought to hold on to the picture.
Oh God, no, no. Jesus Christ! What is going on?
But while they still laughed about the incident, the three guys who walked by after that found it absolutely not funny when Q signed the photo that one of them had got for his niece, and that guy definitely looked ready to attack the Joker.
No. Why would you write on that?
Oh, I thought you asked me to sign it.
Huh? It's for my niece, bro. Why would you do that? Why would I want you to sign that?
There are certain people you really shouldn't tangle with, but that's exactly what Q had to do after being the big loser in the episode Brother of the Sisterhood. As a punishment, he had to pose as a women's rights blogger at a feminist event and take part in a panel discussion as an expert among other experts on women's issues. The only catch, he had to respectfully disagree with everything the others said. As you can imagine, Q didn't exactly make any friends that day and was probably the most hated person in the room from the moment he first opened his mouth and said that there are women's jobs and men's jobs.
There are men's jobs and there are women's jobs. I mean, I think we all, I mean, we're not saying that that doesn't exist, right? I mean, you're not.
We are kind of saying that.
Things didn't get much better when the moderator, who was in on the whole thing, supposedly read a quote from Q's blog that the other three had written for him, of course.
If women made as much money as men, they would definitely spend it all.
Q eventually had to inform the women that if he had boobs, he would stay home and play with them all day, and that he found it amazing that they didn't do that.
If I had boobs, I'd just be home playing with them all day. So the fact that you're not is amazing.
The audience was obviously a little shocked about his opinions, while Q was deeply ashamed. Thank you for checking this video out, and don't forget to smash that like button and also subscribe for new videos every day. Turn that bell notification on and comment down below that you subscribed, and we'll make sure to reply and thank as many of you as we possibly can. Once again, thank you for watching and see you next time.